Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a reading for the week ahead. Scorpio, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. We're here to do a 9-card read, Scorps. We'll see what's going on for you in the 9-card draw. And at the end of this, I'm going to tell you all about how to find the extended and how to book a private read. Scorpio, how are you doing? You're my sister sign, and I hope you're doing well. Let's find out what's going on here. Pretty soon we will be heading into a new moon in Taurus, which will make you feel pretty comfortable. We're more the same than we are opposites. Tell me more about Scorpio and what's coming up in the week ahead. Tell me about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Tell me about Scorps. We've got the Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over because of a decision you're about to make. I feel like there is something here that keeps showing up and you keep pushing it away. That's it. I feel like it's for you, Scorpio, because the Judgment card is here. It feels like it's for you. Whatever's meant for you will never pass you by, my friend, and that's the truth of the matter. And so I feel like this keeps showing up to you in different bodies, different people. I feel like the universe is trying to bless you with love, emotion, kindness. It does feel like the beginning of something that is overflowing with emotion. But I think that maybe the reason that you're not answering the call just yet is because it feels a little bit too vulnerable. It sure does. Yeah, there's the page. So it does feel like somebody here can feel it. I feel that you know that it keeps showing up, but you keep shoving it away. I feel like it's about to surprise you again. Yeah, you're not getting rid of it, Scorpio. Just because you pushed it away and told it to leave, you are not going to, it's going to show up again. It's going to surprise you. Tell me more. Are you learning how to apologize? That feels that way as well. It's like, it feels like the opportunity to say sorry or to apologize keeps showing up. That's only for someone. Maybe one, yeah. We've got the 10 of Cups. Oh, look. You keep pushing it away, but it is everything that you want, Scorpio. It's everything you want. It's all 10 cups, friend. All the beans in the jar at the fair. You're going to guess them correctly if you can just face this emotional thing. Now, the thing is that Scorpio is deep as a frickin' ocean, but you keep it all under the surface. It's really hard for you to be vulnerable like the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, when we're children, we're quite vulnerable. And as we grow up, we tend to be less vulnerable as adults. And I feel like there is something here that's about to make you incredibly happy emotionally, but you keep pushing it away because the vulnerability of it, I feel, is too much. And so you're dealing with a vulnerable emotional situation in a practical way. So when it shows up, you're the lamppost. You're deep as the ocean, Scorpio. But I feel like when it does show up, it's like you don't show your emotions on the surface because that's not what you do. You look at it more in a practical sense. Do I want to spend time with you practically? Are you where I want to put my time, effort, and energy? It feels like a practical decision to you and not an emotional decision. Tell me more. We've got the Temperance card, but look, everything's in its perfect state. I feel coming up in the week ahead, everything's in its perfect state. No more high highs, low lows. Everything is going to be balanced and healed. And I feel like it's going to show up again. It's just going to surprise you, and it's going to be in your face, and it's going to show up again, and you're going to have to deal with it. I feel like you've been pushing it away up till now, but it is for you. The Judgment card keeps bringing it back, asking you to answer the call. We've got... oh, the wrong card. I just noticed that. Yeah. This often happens when I have these two cards sitting on top of each other. You can see how close they are. And sometimes when I'm doing the cleaning, I miss it. So we're going to look at this 5 of Wands, and we'll keep it at the top of our minds because that is conflict within. I think everything that happens in a reading happens for a reason. And I think that I'm going to put that over there because it doesn't belong to this deck, but it feels like I'm supposed to remind you that it's just conflict and indecision that you're feeling. It feels like you can make this decision because look, this whole thing can go slow. You're the one that gets to dictate how slow it goes. And I feel as though you're trying to deal with an emotional situation in a practical way. We've got, oh, you're kidding me. What is that about? This is from a different deck. And I put it aside. The universe is like, yeah, I said what I said. So don't try and shove it away. Right? It keeps coming back. When it's meant to be, it always comes back. So we have the Five of Wands here. And so the Five of Wands is indecision. You've got all this indecision, looking at this whole thing practically as though it were a Word document or an Excel sheet. And that's what's giving you the indecision, because the universe is waiting for you to feel it. And in the meantime, it feels like you're dealing with it in dollars and cents. And that's why you're feeling in lack. That's why you're feeling like you can't face it. It feels like you are detaching from the situation, feeling in lack. But it feels like you really do want to give somebody your reciprocal energy. But that would mean having to be emotional or in your feels. We have the Queen of Swords here. I feel like the truth is going to show up and is just going to be staring you in the face, my friend. At a moment of alchemy, the Queen of Swords is going to show up. I think we're talking about someone who knows how to deal with emotions in a very swords-like way. So the difference between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords really doesn't care how you're dealing with it. I'm just going to say it. These are the details to deal with it, and I don't care. The Queen of Swords is really never meant to ruffle feathers. This is Libra energy. This is very diplomatic. I want to keep everything in balance. I just really need to make you aware of all of the details. I'm just going to tell you, I feel like the person, it does feel like a person, I'm just going to say. This could be a romantic person, this could be a friend person, this could be a member of your family, but it feels like the person is never going away. Until you resolve this, until you start to feel your feelings about the situation, I feel like this person keeps showing up. This person's just going to look you dead in the eye and tell you the things you don't want to hear, and that might be, look, I have feelings for you. And that might give you the worst feeling, like the biggest feeling of cringe, because you're not ready to show your feelings on the surface. It's not because you're not super deep, because you are. But I feel like the truth is about to show up in a moment of alchemy, and it's going to be in your face, and then you're going to have to deal with it again. So look, I don't think you're an avoidant. I don't think you're avoiding anybody. I just think that this keeps coming back around, and I think that this is multiple situations. You keep pushing it away, and it keeps showing up. The truth keeps showing up to you. And I don't think you want to see it, because that means you're going to have to feel it. We're going to put 2 cards down here. We're going to find out what's going on underneath the surface that you can't see. Let's talk about it. We've got the Moon. And we've got the Three of Swords. There it is. That's what's going on. You've been deeply wounded. And you just keep it under the surface, Scorpio. You keep it under the surface. Nobody needs to know about the deep betrayal or the deep wound that I have that is emotional. And that's why you keep avoiding it. I'm not saying you're an avoidant. I just think that you look at it, but you deal with it in a practical way, because that's the easiest way to deal with it. So we do have the Moon, and it feels like what you're hiding is this deep wound here. Let's clarify. Let's talk about judgment. Why does judgment show up here? We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, because I'm not ready for the future. We have the Knight of Swords. Oh no. Oh no. And then we have the Sun. Oh no. Look, judgment's in your face, Scorpio, whether you like it or not. I feel like you're just not ready. You're not ready to deal with it. I'm not ready to look into the future. I'm not looking that far into the future. I'm just looking at it day by day. The Knight of Swords shows up and says, well, too bad. Here's the truth. Kicks open the door and says, sit down. I got something to say. Gemini. I love Gemini energy. And the Sun is here to reveal it all. I feel like something is going to be revealed to you, and that is that you must change your path. You got to change how you think, how you feel. Something here has to change. The truth keeps showing up, and it keeps getting in your face, and you keep walking away from it, because I feel you're not ready. With the Three of Wands in the reverse, you're just not ready to feel it. You're not ready to deal with it because you're still got some sort of a deep wound hiding under the surface here. Tell me about the Ten of Cups, because look, I think you keep pushing it away, but also you're pushing away joy. You're pushing away something really beautiful, overflowing love, kindness, happiness. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Hermit. You keep avoiding making contact, giving reciprocal energy, because you're stuck in your head about the terrifying ways in which you can be disappointed or wounded should you decide that the Ten of Cups is for you. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened. You just feel so deeply, right? So I do feel that you spend a lot of time in your head. You might be spending a lot of time in your head, maybe possibly spiritually these days. Maybe you're spending a lot of time just thinking, right? Thinking about what it would feel like if you were to give this person a little bit of your light, a little bit of your time. I think you overthink everything because the Eight of Swords is here and so is the Hermit. And I feel like you want to say it, you want to do it, you want to give reciprocal energy, but you're terrified of the Ten of Cups because the last time the Ten of Cups led to a very deep emotional scar that I think you still struggle with. Tell me about Temperance. We've got the World card. The chapter's about to change, friend. Ooh, boy, the Fool is here. The universe is coming at you again and saying, well, are you ready yet? And we've got the Two of Pentacles. The universe is asking, are you ready yet, Sag? Sorry, not Sag. Are you ready yet, Scorpio? Maybe you're dealing with a Sag. But the World card is here. It's time to wrap something up because the moment of alchemy is about to show up. What's ending with the World card, what you're accomplishing, what your milestone is, no more high highs and low lows in terms of your emotion. We've got water and fire here, and Temperance, the angel Michael here, is here going back and forth, waiting for the most perfect moment to bring everything back together again. And that's why Judgment keeps showing up. Because it's like you show potential. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. And then when it shows up, you get terrified by the 10 cups and you run off again. So the World card is saying it's time to wrap it up. It's time to reach the milestone. It's time to achieve the Fool. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's a place you've not really been in a very long time. It's uncomfortable as hell, and you don't want to be a fool. You don't want someone to make a fool of you and give you another deep emotional wound to deal with. Makes sense, but you got to make a decision. Because look, it's not going away. It keeps coming back. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a Nine of Swords. There it is. But what if I'm left on the outside looking in anyway, Elsie? What if I try it? What if I go for the cup? What if I go for the 10 of Cups and then I'm worried because I'm probably going to be left on the outside looking in? I think you just really need to find somebody who is highly intelligent, somebody who is emotionally intelligent, somebody who is ready to speak their mind and who's always honest with you, regardless of how hard the honesty might be. Look, I feel like you're at the edge of leaving this place where you are stuck, but you have to do it. You have to step away from the Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands in order to be able to get out of this deep wounded energy. I think that the reason that you stay here, Scorpio, is because this is a comfortable place to be. I think that this is the devil that you know. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's out there because the moon is here and things are not as they seem. So this feels almost like, well, I can be comfortable here. I know what to expect. I know how to expect heartache. I know how to live through the darkness. I feel like it's the 10 of Cups that terrifies you because to you that's sort of unstable because I feel like you had the 10 of Cups or what you thought it was a while back, and I feel like you got hurt, like deeply wounded, not even just hurt, but deeply wounded, possibly betrayed, right? By somebody here. So I feel like you're about to be told the truth. I feel like there is a person that we're talking about. I don't know who it is for you, but there is somebody that keeps coming back round. And I feel like this person is someone you stay away from because they are a truth talker. They are a person who I feel is intelligent enough to be able to tell you the things they need to say and not have to worry about their balance being rocked. They say things in a very honest and truthful way, but I don't think you want to hear the truth, because the truth probably is that they like you, that they feel for you, that they're interested in you, and that aggravates pulling you out of this comfort zone. That's what that feels like. It aggravates you underneath just a little bit, because this is your comfort zone. You're used to being hurt over and over and over again. Therefore, when joy shows up, it freaks you out, because what has Hollywood taught us all of our lives? You know, when the happy music shows up and everybody's happy and great, what shows up? Tragedy, right? So it's like you're rehearsing tragedy. I think Brene Brown talks about that in one of her books. We're always rehearsing tragedy, that when something good shows up, that means something bad is about to show up. It's not always the case. In fact, it's usually never. It's just the way our brains are trained. So this thing's coming back. You're going to have to deal with it anyway, friend. And whether you deal with it in a practical way or whether you deal it with the swords, I feel like this person is smart enough to catch you. And I think that's why you don't like it, because this person is someone who's able to catch you in this energy of, I'm just going to tell you the truth, and it makes you uncomfortable. I feel like you know who I'm talking about, because the Three of Pentacles is here. When the Three of Pentacles is here, it's about partnership. It's being in a group of people that you know. You've already cooperated, collaborated, had great conversation. You trust this person. I feel like you just leave it where it is, but I do feel like this person is going to come at you and tell you exactly how they feel about you, and I think it's a good thing, but it's going to terrify you. This feels like this is like a social group or friend of a friend. It's somebody that you know, my friend. Seven of Pentacles, it's been growing in the background. Somebody has an intention, and I feel like they're probably going to tell you the truth when they see you, and it's going to make you very uncomfortable. We're going to go into the extension, and we're going to talk all about this. We're going to talk about how you can be the King of Pentacles, because this thing's going to surprise you, and it's going to be right in your face. Look, the sun is here, right? So when the sun, we're in Taurus season right now, so I have a feeling it's probably going to happen in Taurus season, and it feels like something's going to be revealed to you. Like it's going to be there, boom, in a minute. It's coming at you. It's galloping at you really quickly here. And it's going to surprise you. So if you want to go into the extended and see how I pull this apart, we can talk about what's under the surface and how to get rid of this wound, then please go to the pinned comment, which is above all of the comments. In that pinned comment, you will find a link for the membership area, which is where all these extendeds go, and there is also a link there for Hypsee, which is the only place where you can book me for a private read if that's what you'd like to do with your time, your energy, and your money. Thank you so much for the ways that you guys have all supported me through those private readings, and I'm caught up to date, so now would be the best time to book. I'm going to go for now into the extended. I'll be back because I'm always back, Scorpio. I'm always going to be back for you. Take care, friend. Bye-bye.